Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Unfortunately, stuff happened today at work and I wasn't able to do a stream during my lunch break, but we'll at least try to get things done today. As I mentioned before, things are getting a little bit more hectic because of pre-deployment stuff. So whatever time, I'll try to make as much time as I can. So if I looked at my outline today, we talked about psychological collapse. So what we'll do right now is we're going to be talking about the Watcher, I believe. Yeah, the Watcher aspect of it. But let me just go over my notes real quick. Okay. All right. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. So let's just go over something real quick. This is kind of gonna be like a speed run today because I have some other things I need to do in regards to sprite animation, so I need to get that done as well. So we'll get it like at least a good 30 minutes in, then we'll reconvene tomorrow. Okay. Intro, the ancient fear, the Amdala, Big Brother, the psychological collapse. Okay, so now we can talk about the Watcher aspect of it. Okay, let's see. Give me like a moment to actually think about this. So we're gonna be talking about the Watcher. The Watcher, the Watcher, the Watcher, the Watcher. Alright, I think I have something, so I'm not gonna YOLO it, I'm just gonna write whatever just comes off the top of my head and just go from there because there's a lot of things we can watch. But we can watch. There's a lot of things we're gonna write in regards to you being the watcher, observing somebody. All right. You're terrifying. Expressive. Expressive force acting upon you. You know, I'm in a cheerful mood today. We're not using Five Nights at Freddy's. We're not using Five Nights at Freddy's. And it's funny, I used the tower defense sequence in Fatal Frame 5 for my last video. The worst imaginable case of tower defense. Ren was, well, there's nothing you could have did. It's Fatal Frame Ghosts, they're kind of overpowered, but yeah, overpowered as in you could exercise and they just come back from the run back every single time. Like, damn, camera obscura. Like, what do you even do? But besides me yapping about that, the tower defense sequence in Fatal Frame 5 brings a new kind of like aspect to it. I thought my phone went off. Yeah, I didn't want to use FNAF. I have no issues with FNAF, but there's a lot of lore there, just not my type of horror. So I really don't talk about it that much, like at all. But yeah, the tower defense sequence is a good example of this. And I love when horror game gives you control of like cameras or monitors in general, and some crazy stuff happens on the screen. Looking at you, Fear. Definitely looking at you. Hmm. And again, I'm sorry this has to be kind of a condensed version of this. Tomorrow, definitely, I'll have a little bit more time to actually write more. Because it's already like 7 o'clock. I need to be. I'm old now, and my bedtime is at 10 o'clock. You. I would have never thought in my old age as a kid that 10 o'clock would be my, yeah, time to go to bed mode. I used to be able to stay up all night, but now it's like, yeah. Your body ain't what it used to be, kiddo, or old man. So you become the watcher. At first, it gives you the illusion of control. There we go. I know I use White Day a lot in my examples because White Day, oh, can't really say much about the new one, but OG White Day and the remake of that definitely put a funny twist in regards to surveillance. Specifically in not the not the sequel, but the remake of the original one. If it's before you go into the new building, you have the opportunity in the, is it the principal's office? I can't remember. It's been a bit since I actually played through the entirety of White Day, but you have the opportunity to look through the principal's creepy cameras, so that he has installed in the schools. You look through the camera, you see the janitor. So you observe you're observing the janitor through the cameras. Then the game just flips the script on you. The janitor, somehow, some way, by the act of God, knows he's being watched, and goes up to the camera with his like crazy ass looking face and just grills the camera in the face so you can see directly his features. I'm like, wow, they just did a reverse jutsu on me, reverse Uno card. Like, damn, the observer role is no longer mine. I'm observing him, but I'm actually being observed myself. White Day's funny. White Day likes breaking all the gimmicks. Did I spell that right? Yeah, right. First, this seems like control, the ability to observe the environment. Oh. Okay. Security cameras, video monitors, and other surveillance tools. Wow. I still haven't decided what my next video is gonna be. Well, it's gonna be this one. This one's definitely gonna be the next video. Because again, the Golden Sun one I released this stuff. That was just a test, just to see how things would fare in regards to sprite animation with Golden Sun. And it's like, I mean, there's only so much I can do. Like, I try to do shenanigans, but there's an extreme amount of limitations to those sprites. So I released that 2-minute video just to be like, hey, this is what this guy has done. There's only so much he can do. But for full-fledged videos, this will be my next one. I will try to do a Type Moon, hopefully Fate one. Then I will do the storytelling of Probably Parasite Eve, because I need to get that out of my chest. Before I go on this damn deployment, I need to make sure I release a Parasite Eve video. It has to be one. Like, I cannot sit through Third Birthday again. Third Birthday was definitely something. I remember way back when I first revived this little channel of mine, I used to voice my opinions pretty vocally in these videos, and people did not like my opinions. And, you know, we're always trying to improve the channel. It's like, all right, I'll yap. I won't yap in the videos. I'll yap during streams, because streams are just unadulterated. Like, we're literally writing an essay from beginning to end, starting with the outline, getting to the full narrative. So I'll just yap here. But definitely for the videos, I'm like, yeah, people. I'm very vocal about my opinions, and usually my opinions don't see eye to eye with others. So I'm like, all right, I'll keep my opinions to myself. I won't put it in the main videos, but when it comes to streams, sure, let's go. And it's funny. One of the videos that I worked the hardest on, which was the Code Veronica lore files one, back when I was using Obombot, is arguably one of my worst videos because I was very vocal about how I feel about Code Veronica. Code Veronica is a great game. It's just like there's things that Code Veronica, not the game's fault itself, that Capcom fucks up on. Like the game progressively gets darker and darker as the more they port it. Okay. At first, it seems like control. The ability to observe your environment through security cameras, video monitors, and other surveillance tools. Fuck? Technical difficulties on my end. Looks like my keyboard is fucking up. Huh. The way I know it is, I'll show this off actually. The way I know this is fucking up is these are LED, and I heard the boop boop, then the lights went off. I'm like, okay, so this is fucking up for some weird reason. Oh well, that was unexpected, but hopefully it doesn't happen again. That suck. That actually definitely suck. Shouldn't be. I have a lot of stuff plugged in, but that shouldn't like be an issue because. All right, I'll keep an eye on it. Because if it was if things were overloaded, my camera would be frozen. Interesting. So weird. All right. If it happens again, I'll figure it out. Let me just save this just in case. I'm not gonna use it this time. God, I hate when I use it. My accent kicks in whenever I say corridor, corridor, corridor. I put so much emphasis on the door part. Corridor, corridor. I'm not using it this time. Jet blind. Jet blind corners. Check moves via. My my favorite gimmick is when the cameras just conveniently stop working. So, in a sense, this power, quote unquote, feels like safety. And I don't use Obombot anymore because the injury's still there, like, but I've recovered for the past few months since I've gotten back to doing YouTube again. It's just from time to time, yeah, I do start slurring and all hell just breaks loose when I'm actually talking. But it is what it is. We don't need it anymore. People prefer when I talk. And I said, yeah, this is my limitations, but I've gotten better. They've been injecting the wounds with steroids. Not the cool type of steroids. Not that. But yeah, the wound has healed. It's just still the after effects are still there. There'll be times where my voice just does not want to cooperate. This power feels like safety. All right, let's see what we have so far. In a terrifying world of horror, the gaze is often an express. Wait, no, we started right there. So, in the terrifying world of horror, the gaze is often an expressive force acting upon you. God, completely with that. I'm gonna stress. I'm gonna stress this enough, a lot actually. Proofread. You see weird mistakes like that. I'm like, wait, I thought I wrote this, but I guess I did not. And it's funny when I'm actually dubbing these, when I see major mistakes, I'm like, wow, I really missed this. But that's why I proofread a lot, just in case. So, start over again. In the terrifying world of horror, the gaze is often an expressive force acting upon you. But some games twist this dynamic completely, handing you the power of surveillance, and with it, a new kind of horror. You become the watcher. At first, this seems like control, the ability to observe your environment through security cameras, video monitors, and other surveillance tools. You scan hallways, check blind corners, and track movements on static-filled screens. This power feels like... There it is. Yep, I fucked up. This power feels like safety, but the illusion cracks. It cracks because watching doesn't mean you're safe. We can put that. All those years traveling the world, playing in fighting game tournaments have done a number on my eyes, and the song's over. Uh, yeah, let's go to Cormorant. Why not? Ooh. I need to do a case study on Alexia one day. Watching doesn't mean you're safe. Give me a second. actually, what? Give me 1 second. Huh. Sorry about that. Because watching doesn't mean you're safe. I'm gonna be cheeky here. Yeah, I'm gonna be cheeky. Because watching doesn't mean you're safe. All right. Oh boy. All right. The more you peer into darkness. Oh my god. Yep. Cheeky it is. The more you peer into darkness through grainy cameras. Oh god damn it. Mm. The more you understand. The more you understand. Oh my god, am I going Kingdom Hearts? Yeah, oh god, yeah, wow. Alright, fuck it, we ball. The futility. The futility. Oh my god, I actually almost pulled it. I actually was getting dangerously close to Kingdom S style dialogue. Oh my god. Utility of your watchfulness. I used to be able to say verbatim, and some secret of darkness's quote to Sora in the beginning of their boss fight. Oh man. Take a look at this tiny place. For the heart seeking freedom, this is a prison surrounded by water. And so this boy sought to escape this prison. Oh my god, nah, it was close, but it wasn't verbatim. I skipped a couple of lines right there. My god. Alright. The more you peer into darkness through grainy cameras, the more you understand the futility of your watchfulness. We're keeping it, but man, I'm kind of pushing it right there. I have fun doing these. I really do have fun. This is we get to see some diabolical things I write. All right, so the more you peer into darkness through grainy cameras, the more you understand the futility of your watchfulness. So, using Fatal Frame as an example, things appear in the camera that shouldn't be there. You'll see shadows, ghostos, things moving, like that type of stuff. Your typical, I'm observing things and shit just happens. Think of your chills video, your number 15. You'll see random ass shenanigans happening through CCTV cameras. We all know the gimmick. Number 15. Pay attention as this child levitates. She could be possessed by demons. I love you, Chills. Okay, so let's put that all in a sentence. Well, not that portion. Well, let's put stuff in a sentence. So Figures begin to appear. Figures begin to appear in places they shouldn't. Figures begin to appear in places they shouldn't. We can be descriptive here. Ghostly. Things you see in your peripheral. Half seen, half seen. I have to say peripheral, but I already know I'm gonna like butcher that. Half seen shapes. Half seen shapes. So carrying on. Let's get a couple more minutes. Just outside the camera's range. Sounds echoing. Sounds echoing behind you, even though that happens in Fatal Frame, by the way, a lot. Play Fatal Frame. All right, let's read this. In the terrifying world of horror, the gaze is often an expressive force acting upon you, but some games twist this dynamic completely, handing you the power of surveillance, and with it, a new kind of horror. You become the watcher. At first, this seems like a troll. The ability to observe your environment through security cameras, video monitors, and other surveillance tools. You scan hallways, check blind corners, and track movements on static-filled screens. This power feels like safety, but the illusion cracks. Because watching doesn't mean you're safe. The more you peer into darkness through grainy cameras, the more you understand the futility of your watchfulness. Figures begin to appear in places they shouldn't. Ghostly, half-seen shapes flicker on broken monitors. Shadows darting just outside the camera's range. Sounds echoing behind you, even though you're the one observing. Okay, I like that. So, like I said, unfortunately, this has to be kind of a speed run today. Tomorrow, I should be good during our lunch period, so we'll do more of this. Then after I get out of work, we'll do another session, and we should be good to go. So, I'm gonna go take a break, go take care of some stuff, then I'll do some spray animation to wrap up the evening. If I don't see you, have a good rest of your evening. Take care, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with some more horror script writing. Bye bye. Take care.